For those of you who weren't here for yesterday's brief 20-minute stream, we caught up to tutors playing Jeskai Lotus Field. I trophied 2 leagues in a row with this deck over the weekend. It's been kind of a out of left field deck, I might say. But tutors did get another trophy yesterday, so we are now, again, 1 behind, huh? But we caught up, we're 1 behind. We could very easily regain the lead today. And, we finally, for the first time this season, closed the gap. We have a long left of the season, but we are on top of the board for a brief moment at least. The big idea here is that compared to the last time we played this deck, we're now playing the full 4 Furies. We're playing 4 Fury, 4 Solitude. And the idea behind the Solitude and the Fury is, of course, that they're cheap 0-mana interaction, but they're also super hard castable in this deck with your Lotus Fields. So it's like, they both buy you time to assemble your ramp package, and they also are like ramp payoffs at the same time, which makes them just kind of perfect cards for this archetype. They also go really well with the 4 copies of Memory Deluge. Just like digging for the 0-mana interaction has been really nice. Don't think I've got, there's a lot going on with the deck, but the main idea is, of course, that this is a ramp control deck trying to utilize Lotus Field with Teferi and Flagstones and Blood Sun to overwhelm your opponents. I feel like you just have to play 4 red and 6 in this archetype, right? What am I missing? Put it tapped. Turn 1 Sentinel. So this enters untapped with Blood Sun, so I think I can wait. I think like this is kind of the problem with a lot of Magic players have, where they play a deck like this and they want to be good against literally everything, and they end up sacrificing like a lot of things that make their archetype good in the first place. Like you're playing 4 copies of Force of Negation, 4 copies of Counterspell, a copy of Archmage's Charm, instead of like the instead of getting to play your red and 6s and your main deck expressive iterations and all your crazy card advantage. And those cards are good against the red-black archetype. They revealed Altar of the Brood. It's kind of cool. Fury's a good draw there, of course. But they revealed Altar of the Brood, so I feel like we are going to lose. You know what I mean? I feel like in your quest to beat everything, you just lose like relevant percentage points. I also feel like the double white on Sanctifier makes it not that good. I feel like you can main deck Bolt over Ontanice, and that would help your matchups a decent amount. But what just happened? They just tutored for Enduring Renewal. Play with your hand revealed. If you would draw a card, reveal the top card of your library instead. If it's a creature card, put it into the graveyard. Otherwise, draw a card. Whenever a creature is put in your graveyard from the battlefield, return it to your hand. Whenever a creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, return it to your hand. So they're gonna this plus like Walking Ballista, or sorry, Altar of the Brood plus Walking Ballista goes infinite, and this. Okay. Weird. Let's Valakut Awakening here. I think I'm gonna put back Solitude Wildfire. Yeah, I want to see if I was gonna draw a Lotus Field, which we did. I can cycle the Triome now. Yeah, I know these are a lot of loose thoughts, but I also think if you're going to play, if you want to be like really in on the blue counter magic in this archetype, I feel like you should be Bant and like play my Bant list, which actually does have a red-black, a good like red-black X matchup. But if you want to be 4 colors, you need to be playing like the more grindy standard like canisters style card advantage versions, and just kind of accept that you can't get the best of both worlds. I guess I'm gonna minus on this. Oh, they reveal what they're... Yeah, okay, they do... Yeah, they do have the Ballista. They have the combo. They're also a Saga deck. Okay, they do get to kill my Teferi with Ballista. This is cool. I think Omnath is not good against other red black decks. It is, yeah, but it's like, well, but like the Bant control deck has a good red black X matchup, but it's also like you can't rely on any one singular card to beat the red black X matchup for you in your Yorion deck. And it's obviously, you know, that's a bit reductive. You obviously have other stuff in the deck, but like if your goal is to improve those percentage points, like I think a more traditional Omnath deck is going to be what you want. And I feel like you're sacrificing points to have a better overall matchup spread. Because that's what, when I see your list, it looks like you want to be better against like combo decks and like other control decks and you know, other things rather than red black X. I feel like the regular 4-color version is like totally fine against red black X. And maybe just like a bad matchup, bad series of matchups, right? Do you want to Chalice on 0 this matchup? Maybe. Koopa, thank you for the 2 months. So going for Ballista here. Kind of don't think I'm going to die to this Ballista, but we'll see. I think we can probably beat it. Yeah, I do think this is a Nexus of Fate matchup. Okay, not going to play the second Flagstones, just save it for a Valakut Awakening. We got double Cryptic up. Can Flashback Deluge. I'm feeling pretty good. Koopa King, thanks for 2 months. I think I just said that, but if I didn't, thank you. I think it's mostly Bantless with Res for Omnath. That's why I'm asking. I have to look at the comparisons between Bantless to what I would improve. What you mainly improve is your mana. Like, the red splash is, like, far from free, in my opinion. If you disagree with me, then your list is probably fine. But I'm not of the opinion that the red splash is free. But I feel like I just recommend my Bant list to you, to be honest. Okay. I think I'm going to take Prismatic Ending, Deluge. And then I guess I play the Flagstones to have the ability to play 2 of these 4-mana spells. Tino with the gifted sub. Thank you, Tino. Merry Christmas to you too. Think Jeskai Phoenix is playable right now or not? I think with the big, like, it has a really bad Titan matchup, and like I really liked Phoenix in the blue-white control Ragavan Hammer Time metagame. There was a metagame where it's just like all those 3 decks. I liked it in that metagame, but with Titan being like one of the more popular decks, I'm like less into it. And Postboard with the 5-pack. Also Daka with a new subscription. Lots of new subscriptions today. Thank you for that. And thanks again, Post. Good to see you in chat. We're not gonna just like lose to Altar of the Brood, are we? I guess we can Prismatic Ending it. I guess I'm gonna Prismatic Ending. I would say that we're ahead here, huh? If I had to quantify our position on this board as either ahead or behind, I would say ahead. I feel like we are advantaged this game. I've got Solitude Fact, considering someone by a deck, which you recommend. I would recommend a deck that you're interested in, you know? Life is too short not to play the decks that you think are cool. I'm not you, unfortunately. I can't tell you what deck you'll think is cool. Alright, that's 1 mana. Be an artifact in play. Plays Saga, dies. I think we might just be goofing around. Yeah, I can't tell you, what to do with, I think finding a deck that speaks to you, finding a deck that is interesting and cool to you is a really personal and fun thing. And I don't want to deprive you of that opportunity to find a deck that you like. Okay, we're playing against a brew. Chalice on 0 stops their combo that they seem to be pretty in on. Rest in Peace also stops the combo, but I think I'd rather just lean on Chalice to do that. Yeah, I think I'll just lean on Chalice as like my lock pieces. Is this deck not a brew? It's kind of a brew. It's kind of an established thing a little bit. Like I used, like, this is a deck I was working on a lot before Modern Horizons 2. I worked on it a decent bit after Modern Horizons 2 as well. It's, you know, you could call it, yeah, you could call it a brew, yeah. What is a brew, you know? What do you think is the best version of Pox at the moment? I need to test that Mardu list I put together a little bit more. I've got a Mardu version that's like more of just like a mid-rangey list with like Kroxa and Spyro that I'm just like, I need to test again. So I don't know. I want to say that one, but I just don't know. I just don't know, dude. I just don't know. Gonna hold this to pitch to the Fury for the time being. 1/1 Ballista. That's about Dredge in the current metagame. I think it's been on the incline. I think it's about to be on the decline. I don't know. It's fine. It's, you know, a deck. That'll be $5 a month. It's a deck. You can put that on my magazine, Spike Quarterly. Aspire Spike. It's a deck, you know. It'll be $5 a month for the rest of your life. That's a Lantern Control? Not a deck. Not a deck. That'll also be $5 a month. It's gonna be a recurring theme here. I think I want to kill the Sentinel Captain here, right? Fury is really freaking strong. Hate Dredge? I don't hate Dredge. I don't even mind playing against Dredge when I'm not streaming. Streaming against Dredge, and maybe any other streamers in the chat can confirm, it is kind of miserable. Where, like, you're trying to give interesting commentary, you're trying to keep the momentum of your stream exciting, but the tempo of your stream kind of inevitably dies since it's just like the games are just like not fun to talk about, where like your opponent gets to make most of the decisions, you don't have perfect information on the decisions, and it's just like so like you so often just lose game 1, and then games 2 and 3 come down to, do you draw your sideboard cards? Do they have answers for your sideboard cards? They're just not that interesting to play against. But there's, you know, I don't mind playing against it. It's just not like when you're trying to stream and you're trying to keep things engaging, it's like kind of the worst deck you can play against. Can they combo? Yeah, they actually can combo next turn if I don't play Chalice. They can go 4-mana enchantment, land, alter the Brood. Yeah, okay, yeah, Fran who plays Amulet Titan probably doesn't mind playing against Dredge. What's it called when you put coffee grounds in French press and allow it to be cold? I have no idea. Just have a boring stream and those problems fade away. Oof. It's a good idea. Maybe I've been doing that the whole time and nobody's noticed. Okay, I don't have a second red actually, so I can't hardcast the Fury. I guess I'll just Prismatic Ending and then Deluge end of turn. Well, I guess I'll have hardcast Solitude up too. We do lose if they have the janky 4-mana enchantment that I also can't remember the name of. Okay, plus land plus Altar of the Brood. Okay, they have the Altar, they have Silence too, but they don't have another land. We were dead if either of these cards were a land. Oh no, we weren't. We weren't actually. So I guess I'll hold up the Wear Tear for this turn, and that's gonna get him probably. Oh man, I guess I've been the bad guy this whole time, huh? Still no Lotus Field. We had a lot of looks. I guess I'll take Awakening. Am I the bad guy? It is like kind of a nightmare for my opponent that their combo requires like you get to see their hand, but their deck is really cool for sure. So they get to replay their thing, but they can't combo again. I have my second Wear Tear. Yeah, but this is their combo. Enduring Renewal, Alter the Brood, Walking Ballistas, Infinite Mill. And we all have to give our opponent, you know, a moment of silence, huh? For playing their sick combo that just is getting demolished. Oh, I forgot to tap my Lotus Field. I think we'll be okay, though. Next turn, I get to Ultimate Teferi and then cast Valakut Awakening. Assuming I get it next turn. Arson, this deck looks funny. Try. Yeah, I've been really liking this deck. I think it's pretty good. My last 2 trophies are with this deck. No, my record is not 14-1 anymore. It's, I think, 14-2. Okay, let's keep this. Put back the Sacred Foundry, I think. BMF, thank you for the 5 months. Playing against Tron. Okay, first time playing against Tron with this version. This version is definitely worse against Tron than previous versions have been, since we're playing, you know, like, less counter spells. We're playing, like, Fury, which is, you know, not going to be particularly good. They played an Urza's Mine, which I don't mind. How does Blood Sun interact with Saga and Tron? It does not turn off Tron. It does kill Saga in the same way Blood Moon, Out by Moon, Spreading Seas does. That's a really good draw. So yeah, so next turn we get to go Blood Sun into Teferi, untap Lotus Field. Okay. Sometimes you can overpower Tron, but not sure it's going to be this game. We do have Ragavans, Force of Negations. I think I'll also bring in the Nexus for the sideboard games. They have 9 mana, 4 cards in hand. Oh, we also have Wildfires. Yeah, I don't know. So, like, you can, like, actually overpower them. Like, you get to make a ton of mana, do really powerful things too. Yeah, like, Wormcoil's just not that scary here. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna Wildfire their tower, right? So let's do that first. And then think about this Awakening. I could just wait on it. I don't need to do anything now. Like, there's a chance I want this Prismatic Ending if they play like Karn, the Great Creator. What's the reason behind Nexus? It's good in like the super late game grindy matchups like 4-color Omnath and blue-white control, and it's good against Mill. I think that makes it worth the sideboard slot. So I'm gonna have 3, 4, 6, 7, 4. They grab a Coding. I need to kill the Karn. I can kill it though. We just put back the Steam Vents here, I think. Deluge. Green, red, white, blue. Trying to think if I can... Yeah, there's not a way that I can also play the hero, right? Don't tap this way? How can I tap that I can also play Teferi? Because I need to tap for black or green for this, right? If I play this Lotus Field... Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's okay, I get to Deluge, you know. We're in good shape. Do I want another ending? We have Deluge in the graveyard, so I don't know that I necessarily need another Deluge. Be fine. Can take another hit from Warp Coil. Oblivion Stone, so I can ending that. So I can go ending. Just see what we draw, I guess. Another Teferi. I think I'm okay. I guess I'm gonna ending the stone, but I wouldn't be too torn up if they. I wouldn't be too torn up if they got to sack their stone here. But they don't have Tron. I'm ahead on cards. I'm ahead on mana, by the way. Even if I guess if they find Tron, no, we have 12, 15, 6, 10, 11. Yeah, if they have Tron, they're a little ahead on mana here, but only a little bit. Guess the Wildfire doesn't do anything, but they have 3 of each of these. We know that they're going to draw a Worm Coil soon, so I definitely want at least the first Solitude. You want the 4th Teferi? I mean, the 4th Teferi is not super likely to do anything. I don't know. It's maybe bad to just like nitpick decisions too much here, you know? We probably can't lose this game. Cast Ulamog, except both Lotus Fields, I cast Cryptic Command, bounce the Blood Sun. Yeah, that sounds sick. I'm probably down to play a second Teferi here to have a faster ultimate. And then cast a Fury. Kaheera in the hand. So I can buff my guys next turn. Untap Lotus Field, untap Lotus Field, untap Lotus Field, untap Steam Vents. Quinn, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate ya. Love this deck. Yeah, this is probably my favorite modern deck of all time too. It's one of them at least. It's like this or Phoenix probably. And the fact that it's like good again is pretty sick. I'll keep them off Tron. The 4th Lotus Field. We have lethal next turn? We might. I think we do. Go Flower Ranger, 10 months, appreciate ya. Glad to meet you in Vegas too. Yeah, we could play both Solitudes, but which were lethal if this wasn't. I hadn't actually counted, but the extra 8 I'm pretty sure was. Although I think this is my sideboard plan. I might play some Chalices on the play. I could play one Wear Tear also over like the third Solitude. Solitude's okay though. It's not that good, but it's like flash feature, deals with one coil. Arcbound, so much appreciate ya. Oh, I know Counter the Magus-Simoon. A deep cut. Yeah, seems good. What was my favorite part of Vegas? I mean, just getting to meet everybody, talking to people easily. I also really enjoyed getting to spend some time with Esther, who like really deserved some quality time. Always deserves quality time. One Awakening for the first Chalice on the play. Well, I'm not on the play, I'm on the draw. I probably could have Solitude though, if I was going to cut something for a Chalice. Okay, I probably keep this on the draw. Ending on turn 1 is pretty good. What's the most absurd card people asked me to sign? Nothing too crazy, just like a lot of memes from the channel. A lot of Jade Avengers, some Typhoons. Nothing too wacky. Round 2 Red Black Mirror. I think that was round 3. But yeah, obviously not a big, yeah, obviously not a huge detail, but yeah, it was fun. That was a really good match. I drew really well, of course, as most players who win mirror matches do. Right on time, Ragavan. Zippopotamus, they go for 5 months. There, they got the tower. They got a card? They got a Worm Coil, okay. Well, I did put back the Solitude, but like, Worm Coil's just like always so beatable. Yeah, I took those Jade Avengers out of the box yesterday, Magical. I meant to put them on the board today, I didn't though. but they've moved from the box to my kitchen table. Daily reminders to the PO box. Maybe I'll do it today. I will do it, I promise. I know I've been saying that for like 6 months. But I really just don't have like that much downtime. I have enough downtime to like set it up. it's not, my schedule isn't that crazy. Alright, what was the last one they played? Versus Tower again? Sorry to Headband. Headband's never in the chat anymore. Because of the debate. I think I dashed the Ragavan. Tech for Shadow. Give me a second. I'm gonna Solitude the Worm Coil. They were scratching up my headband. I got a Rain Village one that's scratched out, so I can, you know, play both the villain or the hero role at will. 2 Priest, 4 Vesperlark, Body Double, Archon of Cruelty. Interesting. For sure interesting. I will say that I feel like it's... I feel like Body Double... Like, you'd have to have Body Double and Archon of the Yard for a Vesperlark to be good. It does feel like it's asking a lot. It does feel like it's asking a lot. Maybe doable, but might be too much. They're gonna plus, okay. I think I'll exile the Ragavan. I also will say, like, Otherworldly Gaze, I think, is a big trap in Reanimator. I do think that it is a somewhat playable card game 1, but the problem with Otherworldly Gaze is that in sideboard games, the card is horrendous when your opponent has Graveyard Hate in play. That's my big issue with the card, is that when your opponent has graveyard hate, this card is abysmal. And like it's really important, I think, for your filtering effects to like not just be super soft to graveyard hate. In your randomator decks. No Veil of Summer, please. Okay. I guess I could have maybe played that out, but I felt very dead. I think I want the first. Let me play, I think, a Wear Tear over a Solitude on the play. I think I want a Wear Tear over a Chalice. This hand is cracked. Yeah, I thought they might have had it too. Oh wait, Altar of Dementia, hold on. I totally have missed this. Is there like... Okay, so Vesper like body double altar that's a combo kill. I feel like you don't like your combo is just putting an Archon into play. I feel like this is too deep. I feel like you're in too deep with the altars, although it is cool. I feel like you also, like, if you're going to play this, you need to play Glasspool Mimic. Glasspool Mimic seems like a perfect card for your deck. I'll cast the Ancient Stirrings. Yeah, I feel like I really want to see like 3 or 4 Glasspool Mimics if you're going to be on the Vesperlark plan. Play Fracture over Disenchant in the sideboard. Really relevant against blue-white control, if you want that kind of effect. I think those are all my thoughts. Am I really up on the rolls? Can I help you with a question? You can ask the question. I'll see if I know the answer. That's all I can ever do, right? Let's hit a Karn the Great Creator, huh? Oh, wrong Karn. Let me draw a Valakut Awakening. We could have cast that card next turn, right? Yeah. Too early. 4/4, Sojourner's Companion with Shadow Spirit, Cranial Plating, 11/12. My opponent blocked with Germ Batterskull, Sentinel. A Shining Shoal for 2. Ugh. A Shining Shoal question, oh boy. Hold on one second. I could wildfire my own flagstones here. Think about it, wildfire their power plant. Got enough mana, I just need some gas. Damage assured. I wasn't given a chance to side more than 4 damage. Batterskull Germ. Is this a bug? I feel like you should be able to assign as much damage as you want. I think you should be able to assign as much damage as you want. I don't know why you weren't able to. We don't have Kaheera as our companion right now because we have Ragavan in our deck. Dude, but Valakut Awakening is effectively a draw 6 here. How about a Fountain? All right, Ragavan, come on, hit Karn, liberated this time. Okay, that's a fine one. I'm gonna make red. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We actually cast Ulamog next turn, right? 6. Yeah, we're gonna cast Ulamog next turn. So many crazy draws. Awakening is probably the best one. See if they can Sibyltron next turn. Another land, though. Gosh. I can't find do I get I think I just get Raugrin Triome and cycle. Like the Lotus Field isn't bad, obviously, but yes, let's go. Awesome. Trying to see what lane I should play. So I'm gonna get brand new hand end of turn. They could have Tron this turn, though. Thank you, Ragavan. I have you to thank for this. Okay, I do have Force of Negation in my deck, so I should do this now. Okay, this is fine. Oh, I should have exiled the Ragavan, probably. So I want to Nexus before I Valakut Awakening, I think. Suppose I'll cycle that too. Then we'll put away 1, 2, 3, 4. You should have Nexus before cracking Star. Yeah. Pretty cool. Grab a letter of the Lotus Field. Force of Negation, Deluge, Blood Sun. Take the blue cards, I guess. I have 4, 7 mana left. Alright, gotta pass, unfortunately. Sick turn, though. Remember when we had like 6 lands and a Solitude in hand? 8 mana with treasure. I was counting the treasure. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. Bounce Karn and just negation when it comes back down. I'm not scared of Karn here. Karn can activate again. It's fine. Bloodstone does not stop Tron, though. For the same reason it doesn't stop Lotus Field. No, it's a weird card. You're looking for Force for this first play? Yeah, I mean, I would have forced it, right? I would have forced it. But it's like, my opponent has 7 cards in their hand. They're going to be doing something impactful this turn. And it's also like the board was like a little different there too. Like I didn't know exactly what my hand would be. But it's also just good sequencing to give yourself the option to force that there, you know? Just good sequencing. I might counterbounce now. They could have double. We can even beat double veil. I think now I'll counterbounce, but I think we can afford to wait in this you know, game. I can even double force. Although I have 1 deluge to flashback after that. Okay, they don't have double veil. Okay, that is -1 mana. Yeah, we have more mana than our opponent right now. I'll look for the oh, we bricked. We did put 5 non-Nexus of Fate cards on the bottom though, which is not that bad. Six. Okay, I guess I can't Nexus this turn, so we'll just pass with a ton of counters up. And that's what I was saying when I was saying you could just overpower Tron sometimes. Yeah, the little Ragavan that could. The Nexus is lethal. Assuming they can't dismember. They could have spatial contortion or something like that though. There it is. GG. Aven, thank you for 2 months. Appreciate ya. You won the store champ with Rakdos. That's awesome. Cool to hear that everybody was playing their store champs. You can also just like play more normal sideboard cards too. It's not like the Ragavans are super mandatory, but the idea is like you want something for like when Fury or Chalice are bad. This is mono red prison? I missed the Obosh. I can't believe it! We're playing against a Blood Sun deck! I actually can't believe it. We don't have a Lotus Field in our hand, but this has got to be, Please don't play Blood Moon. Surely they would have played it last turn if they did. I can't believe we're playing against a Blood Sun deck. No! Okay, we do have Prismatic Ending in our deck. So we play Lotus Field, and I can just, like... I do have Plains here. Thanks to Wildfire. The ups and downs, huh? They must have just drawn... They must have just drawn the Blood Moon, right? This is in Hayashi's Sun and Moon deck. I mean, I know it's... How does Hayashi just has, like, a monopoly on any, like, red Obosh deck? It's like, oh, this is also Hayashi's deck on account of he's played every single combination of cards possible in this shell. It's, like, kind of impossible for anything, like, any kind of innovation just because Hayashi's done it all. Prismatic Ending? No Prismatic Ending. Second Island's kind of nice, I guess. Let's just Deluge or Teferi. I agree with Teferi anyways. Could Hardcast Fury next turn. Oh, whoops, I have to go to discard here. I guess I'm gonna discard the Fountain. I was probably not supposed to do that, though. Obosh in hand. Yeah, let me just cast Fury. And I can Solitude the Obosh and tap play Teferi. Need to find an ending. No Bolt is really good for me. So they just have their own Fury. Okay, that's fine. I could also minus on the Moon. I think I'll plus this turn instead. Has Obosh, 3 mystery cards. If they have a Bolt, they can go Obosh plus Bolt to kill the Teferi. Which would be bad for me. Is the main win condition to grant attacks with Fury, Solitude, Dragon post board? Yeah, the main win condition is Fury, Solitude, but there's also a secret win condition with Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, where if you ultimate Teferi, you get to exile all your opponent's permanents, right? And it's really hard for them to come back from that. And then what you can do is you can -3 Teferi on itself. And if you do that, you can continue to draw Teferi over and over again while your opponent decks out and they lose the game from milling. Alright, let me cast Deluge. Pretty good turn. Sorry for not articulating the lines that much. Pyramid, thank you for Twitch Prime. Appreciate you. Pretty good turn, though. Thanks for the Blood Sun opponent. I imagine my opponent will side out Blood Sun in this matchup. If I were my opponent, I'd side it out. Testing Deluge. Isn't it a mainstay in blue-white control? I'm not sure what that comment is in reference to, but it's very good in this Jeskai Lotus Field archetype. I don't know if you're responding to someone or something. Shouldn't we wait to see which target opponent's attacking? I guess so, but they're also like 100% attacking Teferi, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? It's like they're not going to ignore the Teferi. This is like the worst Blood Sun I've ever seen. Get Fury those next turn. Nope. I'm the fastest Cryptic Commander again, I think. My muscle memory is coming back. Although it's pretty easy to like just know exactly where counter draw is on the board. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in these Wear Tears, I think. I'm gonna not play Chalice. Cleansing Wildfire fixes my mana through a Blood Moon. Or I can get Plains or Island, which is kind of nice. They all trim on Solitude. Play like 2 Force. Maybe I just went 3 Force on the draw. Trim a Cryptic. Yeah, I feel like as long as I can answer Blood Moon, I can't lose. This is maybe too many answers to Blood Moon. So maybe I'll play 3rd Solitude and play only 2 copies of Wear Tear. I also have Prismatic Ending that can answer Blood Moon if I have Plains Island. I think I still want the Forces. They've got other targets too. Ragavan Temple Moon. Ragavan's just not going to stick. They've got too much removal. They have to leave it in too post board. We have enough answers to Blood Moon, I think. Run 1 Rag. Well, 1 Rag does make us lose Kaheera, so I don't think it's that worth it. Yeah, I think that was the worst Blood Sun ever cast in Magic's history. I think that was the worst one ever cast. And if you're just tuning, you might think it was my Blood Sun, but it was not my Blood Sun. Am I running different art cryptic for a reason? I have rental service, and I don't have control over the arts I get. Why 4 Valakut Awakening? Because the deck needs to play 26 lands, because you need to hit your land drops in a Lotus Field deck. You can't keep 1 land Lotus Field hands. And then Valakut Awakening enters untapped when you have Blood Sun in play. It's a red card for Fury. It lets you dig really deep when you're flooding out. Card's super good. This is, I think, the best Valakut Awakening deck, or at least, maybe that's Belcher, but it's at least a really good one. Also lets you sift through your deck through Blood Moon. Do I Prismatic Ending the token? Okay, now that I have Force, I'm definitely not going to. Let's play the Triome tapped. If I Force, I guess I'm going to pitch Deluge. Okay, second Blood Moon. Force Bar. This is Force of Negation, which was first printed in Modern Horizons 1. Yeah, it's always been legal. I think I'm gonna let's see what they do. If they put more pressure on me, I will cast the Deluge or the Awakening maybe. But we can also like next turn put Kaheera in our hand, and we just get to see like a decent amount of extra cards if we wait. Yeah, I know that Wildfire gets Island for Prismatic Ending. We also have 2 Wear Tears in the deck. We have the Plains in our hands. We just drew Island. Okay. So we can Prismatic Ending the Blood Moon next turn, and then the Lotus Field is immediately untapped. Maybe I should have played the Island. I think I'm still going to Kaheera the hand. Since I don't like necessarily need to dig with the Awakening right now, and this again makes my Awakening better. Exile Lotus Field. Obosh into the hand. Okay. So to go Islands, Prismatic Ending. Could cast Kaheera here to block Ragavan. They have the first strike though, so I think I'm just gonna cast Awakening. Fact or Fiction is better for Delirium, but Deluge gives you a better choice for yourself. Yeah, if you're trying to fill up your graveyard, I agree that Fact or Fiction is usually better than Deluge. But Deluge is super powerful, and in this deck, like, you also have so much extra mana. The flashback is really, really good. It's kind of the perfect card for this deck. You get to dig really deep for, like, your Lotus Fields, Blood Suns, too. Oh, interesting. I'm trying to figure out what the record is again. So I was 10-0, then 1-1, then 2-1, and then now we're 2-0. So that's 15-2. So we're playing for 16-2. I might just put that on the screen. Just try to keep track of the overall record. For my own bragging rights. I'm gonna put back Kaheera, Ending. I think I'll put back second Teferi. Okay, so Teferi into Cryptic will probably be pretty good here. Oh, I tapped wrong. I should have tapped the Flagstones because I'm going to sack the Flagstones. Be okay. Can you play Lotus Field on turn 1? If you play Lotus Field on turn 1, you have to sack it to yourself. If you could play Lotus Field on turn 1, the card would be broken. It would be too good for Magic. I can Prismatic Ending Fury, I guess. Bounce Fury. I'm probably gonna tap draw. Oh, that's my Fury. I'm gonna bounce that Fury. Do I want to counterbounce? I don't hate a counterbounce. Yeah, I forgot that was my Fury. Bounce Fury, Zico Ragavan. The problem is they're dashing it, so I don't have a window because Fury doesn't have flash. Lotus Field work like that at a previous point. Yeah, you could respond to the sacrifice. Yeah, it sounds broken. I used to have a cube where we had Lotus Veil and Scorched Ruins. That's the other one, right? We had both of those in the cube, and you could play it with the old rule. Is how it was pretty broken, but you know, cube is definitely the place for fun broken stuff. Okay, if they have Bolt, we're not in great shape. They do have Bolt, and we're not in great shape. Okay, never mind. Maybe it was good to just hardcast Fury. I think this is fine to wait a turn. Did I compete any store champs for the weekend? No, I'm married to the trophy race. I also don't really have an LGS, and I didn't have anybody to go with me. Like kind of all my friends having babies. One of my friends is in the hospital right now. They've been there since like midnight or like 10 p.m. last night, and they're still waiting for the baby to pop. I think I've been waiting for updates. Where's Esther? She's also having our child right now. That's the friend I was talking about. It's Esther. She's having a baby right now. I told her I was too much of a pog champ to be there for the birth, but I was happy for her fam, and it's pretty bussin' that she's popping out a kid, huh? Resolves. Yeah, thoughts and prayers to Esther during the birth of a child. Also, if anybody knows how Babby is formed, if you could let me know, because I'm a little unclear on the whole topic. think hugging, that's probably it. Sounds right. I can Prismatic Ending their Fury. Here's Obosh Ragavan mystery card. Okay. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more help. Flooded kind of real here, huh? I think I'll just hold all these for Valakut Awakening. I have plenty of mana. So where did Kaheera go? I must have Valakut Awakening the way Kaheera. Yeah, I did it like a while ago. Kaheera, where you at? They attacked Teferi, so they might have another Fury here. Do have another Fury. So my own Fury would be really good. I get to kill both of theirs. I have a ton of good draws. Deluge, Fury, Valakut Awakening. I could kill a token. I'm just going to hold. Dang it. No. Dead to the Obosh. How did this happen? Yeah, wouldn't be a Spectre without losing game 1 really ahead to Flood. We're still have game 3 though. Drawing lands. Ugh. This is why you play the Valakut Awakenings. Sorry. I thought I'm gonna. It's the wrong number. Okay, I'm gonna. I only have. I think 2 wear chairs is a good number. Cube is better. 10 months. Thank you. Yeah, wrong, baby. His hand's kind of weak to a Blood Moon. Although we do have the Valakut Awakening to like at least filter through our deck. Baby popped. Esther, stop calling me! I don't care that the baby's born. Bring me some Cheetos when you're back from the hospital. Strike it rich. They've had this draw all 3 games, assuming they have the turn 2 Blood Moon. Vending for 2 months, appreciate ya. Dash Ragavan, okay, cool. I think I played the Blood Sun. They didn't have the Blood Moon last turn. Oh, that's true. Game 1 they played turn 2 Blood Sun. Then they played the turn 3 Blood Moon. Greed, no. I mean, a little greedy, yeah, but like they didn't play Blood Moon last turn. If they have to top deck it here, I think. But like, you know, sometimes you do have to take the greedier line. I was hoping for a Fury here. And then like, you know, couldn't wear tear the Magus the other way. Ghost to I think for 15 months. Can also find Solitude, of course. Solitude exiled from the top. Bummer. So I have 2 Solitudes left in the deck, right? And then 4 Furies. They pillage my Lotus Field. Damn it. Damn it. They'll just take a whole new hand. Still no Fury or Solitude. 3 Fury. No, I have 4 Fury, right? Oh, one of them's gone. Sorry, I missed that. That they exiled 1 to Ragavan. Yeah, I missed that. Down to 8 life. Where'd they exile? Island. We lost. This game is not over. We haven't. The game is not over. Copium. Dang! Okay, I can hard cast that next turn. Oh no! Come on, please, have some mercy. Might be dead now. If they have 2 bolts, if we're dead to 2 bolts. Cryptic? They can cast that. I don't know that they would though. No, they didn't have Obosh in their hand. Oh wait, were we dead to them just... No, because they had the dash too. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of weakened to my Fury. They discard 2 copies of Fury. 2 cards in their hand. They play a Mountain. Obosh into the hand. So we can go... Evoke Fury, kill Magus, Spyro, or kill both Elementals. Probably both Elementals. And then we can go Teferi, Prismatic Ending, Spyro. Technically not dead. I would even say we're maybe a little ahead right now, right? Then we drew the red card. I'm going to plus it to Teferi first because I can draw another Lotus Field. You still have Dash Monkey? Yeah, I can maybe Deluge into Solitude. If they have land, Dash Monkey, for land, Obosh, Dash Monkey, we have to find Solitude. But we also have 2 Solitudes that we haven't been shuffling. We've been seeing a lot of cards. I think we're pretty likely to find one. Yeah, but I guess when I saw that was ahead, that was a bit premature. Was Hardcast Fury a better line? I don't think so, because I feel like that they discarded 2 Furies. I feel like they're really likely to be able to kill my Fury. You know? Magus. So it looks like they're not going for the kill here. I did find Solitude. What does the other take? Force of Negation, so I can counter a burn spell potentially. I don't have a blue card in my hand though, of course. I can Solitude the Ragavan so I don't die to a burn spell. And then I can go Teferi minus on Magus. Yeah, I think just like not dying to Bolt is pretty good here. So let's do that. Wildfire against your Island Plains. I mean, it's just not that relevant, right? I'm trying to think if I main phase Flashback Deluge. I think I do. Ah, no, we can wait. Companion. It's way better to Flashback Deluge, hold up Hardcast Force, than put Kaheera in our hand here. There is Obosh Mystery card. But it's pretty hard to die here with the forces in our hand. Yeah, we still have an island and a plains in the deck. They play Blast Zone for turn. Obosh Mystery card. So they're casting the Obosh. Well, thankfully for us, they put Striker Rich in their deck. We do have to find an answer. Okay, Teferi is an answer, so we'll take Deluge, Teferi. Plus Blood Sun. What a swingy match, huh? We could have forced a lightning bolt there. Somehow don't have a land in hand. Maybe I should have taken the Lotus Field. We're in like super commanding position. I don't need to overthink too much. I think I'm just gonna go main phase, cast Solitude. Discard a Blood Sun. Play Fury, keep Solitude X. I don't think we need to nitpick too much, to be honest. Like, they've got 2 cards in hand. I've got a million cards and a million mana. Things are just kind of fine here. Why mana when we know they're drawing Magus? So I can use my mana here. I don't care about the Magus, right? It's just like I want to use my mana and discard 1 less card. That's what I care about here. It's like we don't need to like worry about spewing resources at this point in the game. The game is like just locked up. Just like gaining that 3 life is like matters more than like any number of cards maybe. This is of course always the time when we get the most like why no comments. It's where people get like super critical of the plays. Because the decisions are really easy to make. There's just a million options and they're all good. Why did you counter Magus instead of just Fury? Fury's a sorcery speed, so if I let Magus resolve, I don't have any interaction up. Besides the forces, but again, please, like this is just like we're in garbage time, alright? We're in garbage time. We don't need every little decision nitpicked. All of these lines are good. All these lines win. I have reasons why I'm taking the lines. I'm not just taking lines without a reason, but these are always the spots that get that chat like super nitpicks. I can keep this. Lifetime subscriber guide for partners. Okay, I will bookmark this. I didn't know this was a thing. Yeah, I've been growing the hair out for the mullet. I've been growing it out. The hat hair is getting a little bit wackier every single day. But I am really liking wearing the hats. Okay, I do feel like we did beat Amulet Titan earlier. I feel like this matchup is fine. Nice to have an ending for their Amulet of always. We draw Bloodstone off the top. We are in business. It's possible I'm supposed to like next turn Awakening and try to dig for Blood Sun. Well, maybe I'll just draw it, make my life easy. How does Blood Moon interact with Saga? I think you mean Blood Sun. It kills Saga just like you want it to. Chalice. Chalice on 0 is okay. I think I'll probably put it away though. I have played Teferi, 3-mana Teferi, like the very earliest drafts of the deck before Modern Horizons 2. But you're kind of clogged on the 3-drop slot. And being a multicolored card that's 3 mana is awkward with Lotus Field too. But obviously Teferi Time Raveler is a very reasonable card to play. The version that I played against Jeskai Lotus Field with Fury, and they were also playing Teferi. I don't know what they were playing Teferi over. They might have just like not been on any prismatic endings, but I like the endings, and I'm not a huge fan of Teferi in the deck. Bounce Legend of Soul, Lands of Sun. Yeah, I know. Like obviously, Bloodstone has some downside against the bounce lands, but it is still a good card in the matchup. Just kind of turns their Titans into Colossal Dread Mauls, like, get 2 bounce lands, and it's just not that big a deal. This player opponent does not have 2 times excellent Amulet, bounce land, Zeus, a Titan. Sounds like you're summoning that to their hand. Yeah, Deluge, I think, is a big upgrade for the deck, too. It's really perfect here. Is it worth to put Chalice and Zero against Pact? In some spots, yeah. Like, if you draw Chalice, you play it against Zero, usually. I think I'm going to want to put the Chalice back to try to dig for Blood Sun. I think I'm going to put back every card besides a Lotus Field here. You have 5 looks at a Blood Sun if you counter draw step. Big old brick, huh? Let's let me cycle this. If I drew a Bloodstone, I was going to hold the Lotus Field. Solitude is good in this matchup. Bloodstone would have been so sick there. Or Preceded Deluge, Factor Fiction. More so Shark Typhoon. Shark Typhoon was kind of the card you played in that spot. Second Saga. Oh, man. My Kingdom for a Bloodsun. Second Dryad's pretty scary. It's going to be hard to keep them off of Valakut. Thoughts of this matchup overall? I'm thinking I'm like 2-0 against it with this version. It's felt fine. We beat it earlier today. Like you're a Solitude deck. You're a Solitude Bloodsun deck. I think the matchup is good overall. But it's not, it's still Amulet Titan. Yeah, you can transmute TOS with Moon in play. Do I play Zero Typhoon right now? I feel like a 1-of could be really good. I mean, this is, classic Twitch chat suggestion, right? Where, like, obviously Typhoon is a playable card in the archetype. It's even a good card in the archetype. But it's like, I don't think it's the best thing for that slot. But it's also like, you have to, like, if you're going to want me to add Typhoon, you have to tell me, like, what card you want to cut for the Typhoon. But I have carefully considered it. I don't think I want a Typhoon over anything. Because, yeah, Sphinx is Red Expansion Explosion. It's also true, it's like, chat also, like, I would say that, I guess I don't want a percentage, but chat does suggest a disproportionate amount of high mana cards compared to, like, low mana cards, Chat is, like, way more likely to suggest, like, the Sphinx's Revs, the Kolaghan's Commands, the Snapcaster Mages, the really expensive cards, rather than, like, the, lower mana value ones. They got Crumbling Vestige, Simic Growth Chamber. I think they have another land drop for turn. So I think they're gonna play another Titan. Yeah, that is an Aspiring Spike Hat Emma. Twitch user Sanchez made it for us. I've got 3 of them. People were wanting me to actually sell these, but I just don't know. I always suggest man lands. Yeah, people also like, whenever you're flooded out, it's also like when people's like, maybe we should have a really expensive card in our deck, or maybe we should have like all man lands when you're flooded. What's our out? Second Solitude. Also, if my opponent goes for like Vesuva, okay, they get Vesuva, copy Slayer Stronghold. Wait, they're just... Hold on. Yeah, they can't haste this turn, can they? They didn't kill my Fury either. Okay, they can haste, sorry, off the Misty. Now they're killing the Fury. Yeah, but if I draw another Solitude, we're not dead on board, right? No, I guess we are, because they can... At least it's not good. I can also draw Cryptic Command to tap their team. Yeah, Misty being a fetch land is also pretty bad. It took me to 10. Solitude this. Yeah, I think we're dead. Definitely dead with that draw. Okay, I'm gonna bring in the Wear Tears and the... So last time I was in the play, I brought in Ragavan. I kind of regretted it, to be honest. Because they just Grazered me, didn't do that much. Free kills Dryad, yeah, but then they get to get... We're dead next turn. We're dead next turn. We're dead to like them just getting double strike land. We're dead to them getting bounce land T West, I think, too, for their with their Titan. Maybe not. Is 3 Furies too many? Maybe I should play 4th Ending. Yeah, I think I will play 2. Killing Dryad's kind of nice. Like being able to kill it for 0 mana can be really relevant. If I saw Karn, I would play Force of Negation. I think I only want one Chalice. Two. I'll play the fourth ending. All basics. I like this hand. I'm gonna keep this. I think I'll put it back Island. They do sometimes play Saga on one, so of course I'm gonna hold up the Wear Tear. In fact, I would even say if they have Saga, they usually play it on turn one. Okay, they tanked a bit and then passed. I think with the second Flagstones, I'll just Wildfire my own Flagstones here. Cool. Glad they're playing Saga. Glad they're playing it into the Amulet. Okay, I also think I should play the Lotus Field so that I can Teferi next turn. I lose a little bit of value, but just guaranteeing the Teferi next turn seems worth it to me. Got any Wear Terrors in the chat? We get 2 lands. I Cleansing Wildfire my Flagstones, so I get the Flagstones, get a Plains trigger, and the Wildfire get a basic land trigger. And I got to draw a card. Is this our favorite matchup? I would say that we are a slight favorite in this matchup. I think I'm currently 2-0 against Amulet. With this configuration. Down a game though. But ahead in this game, at least. Ooh, boy. Feels like a game-winning couple of draws. Could maybe have bounced the Growth Chamber there. Cavern naming Dryad, but I have a Wear Tear to kill Dryad. I'm gonna go for the mana denial plan. Bounce the Growth Chamber, Solitude this, Wear Tear this. Oh, that was a nuts. Does make their Growth Chamber enter untapped though, and without bouncing a land. Okay, I guess I'll use Prismatic Ending instead of Wear Tear. Got a hat for Bano. Do you have a squid hat? Okay, got it. I think I got it. So I have to win game 3 on the draw. Because if I cast this, I don't have... I do have, sorry, I have Hardcast Solitude up. We cast Prismatic Ending X5 last match against Fury. That's why you play Valakut Awakening. Card's just so broken. Go, Kaheera, go! Do a random storage for hats. They go on top of my printer, which is otherwise useless. They found a Titan. Doesn't really do anything though with the Bloodstone in play. I'm just gonna ultimate this Teferi and Valakut Awakening away everything. Okay, this taps for just a colorless. Moss, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate ya. Yeah, I know the Titan can be countered, but it also doesn't do anything, so I'm going to keep my counterspell up here. Is one of Nexus decent in the deck, or not really necessary? Well, I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't think it wasn't decent. It's really good. I have it in the sideboard for like grindy matchups, mill, and then it is a powerful card in this deck too. It's a 1-card infinite turn combo. This is pretty nasty. I'll just do it for the full 7. pretty good, huh? I never really understood Valakut Awakening deck. Is it just it does a lot of different things. It's in this version it's a red card for Fury. It gives you the ability to play 26 lands while having insulation against Mana Flood, and you need to play a lot of lands with Lotus Field. And it also enters untapped with Blood Sun, so the like backside is like a lesser downside too because it can enter untapped. And then a lot of times you do find yourself kind of flooded because you have a lot of effects that just say draw a card with like Teferi Hero, Cleansing Wildfire. And effects that just say draw a card without any selection can lead to flood, and so like that ability just to top deck and wheel that hand away is super powerful. It comes up all the time. And it does dig you for your combo too. It does a lot of stuff. It's really good in the deck. Really good. You like Chalice over Fury, second Chalice. I really don't ever want to draw more than one. I'm not even sure like how much I like to draw the first one. It's like really, really dependent on the draw. The amount of a selection, I feel like it's like you're not in like a rush to find that first copy either. We can keep this. We have the ability to ramp with Lotus Field. We have a Solitude. We do kind of want to draw a red source, but this is a keepable hand against Titan, I think. Not a bad draw. What are this deck's bad matchups? I don't know. I've been winning a lot with it, so kind of been crushing everything, to be honest. Bad matchups are kind of itself. You know, this is a high variance deck, although it feels like variance is like reduced a lot by adding the Ali's Furies. But like as far as control decks go, this is a higher variance control deck. Okay, 3 cards in their hands. Fortunately, don't have any red mana. Would love to cast Wildfire on the Sanctuary this turn. Yeah, I would say we're probably bad against combo. I haven't been playing against that much combo lately, at least. Four mana here. It's nice that I can Solitude a Titan. I don't have another land, though. Kind of hope they grab Saga. They grab Teleria West. Okay. Seems like you can never win a counter war against traditional control deck. Do you just jam against blue-white? Yeah, against blue-white, you're really favored against blue-white. You absolutely just overwhelm them with card advantage. Okay, it seems like they're a little flooded here. I want to draw a land, so I'm gonna start off by casting this. I'll probably cast the Wear Tear here no matter what. I'm totally not gonna steal it. Yeah, please steal it. I love when people play my decks. Training Grounds, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate ya. Nico getting out Dark Demon Souls sucks. Demon Souls is just definitely the worst one by a lot. He's been having a hard time. Demon Souls, that game is terrible to no hit. It's just it's so glitchy. Didn't draw the land that we wanted. Oh, this is also my only white card for Solitude. Yeah, I guess I should just Wildfire then. Another look at the land, which is really important, and then gets the TOS off the field, which is nice. Oh, man. I think I'm just discarding the Lotus Field then. I could discard Fury too. Let's discard Fury. Kind of close. So we know they have Summoner's Pact in their hand. The remake of Demon Souls is glitchy. It's the glitch of all like the games to no hit. Demon Souls is like has by far the most glitches. They can't combo win without an amulet. Yeah, but Solitude stops the combo win. And like if they just have a second amulet and they get to Titan there with me not having Solitude up, it's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. Not sure how I feel about Fastlands in a deck like this. Fastlands are really good in a deck like this. They enter untapped when you have Blood Sun in play, and Lotus Field sacrifices your lands, so that even in like the mid to late game, Fastlands can enter untapped because you sometimes just sacrifice lands to Lotus Field. Is the best to start in Demon Souls? So usually, I think that the best is to start on Sekiro. Sekiro is like, of all the games, the hardest to no hit. Like Demon Souls is way glitchier, but Sekiro is way harder. Even like just that opening area. Like the very first area you can't sprint yet, and sometimes you just like get shot there. There's like not much you can do about it. Yeah, it's also the hardest too. Like you can make it consistent, but it's like I think you just it also like because Sekro's the hardest, but it's also like the fastest run. Maybe Bloodborne's a little bit faster. They could have gotten Lotus Field here. What's the thought process around not playing some bounce lands? Bounce lands are really, really, really bad with Lotus Field. You don't always just have Bloodstone in play. Lotus Field is hexproof? I don't understand the question. Yeah, it does have hexproof, yeah, but that's not the problem with the bounce lands. Okay, so I don't need to Solitude now because they went for double Saga instead of anything else. Bloodstone would be by far the best draw. It kind of ends the game on the spot. So they pay for Pact. Then I can fuse Wear Tear. They have 3 mana left, no Amulet in play. Losing my second Solitude is kind of not ideal, I guess, but this seems fine. Why not hardcast? I want to do. I need to Solitude the Titan. I can't. If I hardcast Solitude the Titan, they get to untap with an Amulet in play. Yeah, with no Amulet in play and having to pay for Pact, it's going to be really. They shouldn't be able to get anything going. They would need like. I don't even think it's possible. They would need Amulet, even Amulet, Bounce Land, Titan as their 3 cards doesn't do it. Bounce Land is one of their cards. They bounce the Forest. So it has Forest, 2 mystery cards. I would love to play the Lotus Field here, but then I can't hold up instant speed interaction, which I think is a little bit more important. Forest, 3 mystery cards in their hand. Cryptic to bounce the bounce land? No, not in this board. I guess that would, if we Cryptic bounce the bounce land, then the problem is they get the Amulet up the Saga. But I see that you're wanting to play the Lotus Field with that line. I think it's still just like so bad. Cause they found Grazer off Harvest. That's really good for us. Despite the memes about Grazer being bad or great, whatever. Yeah, Cryptic bounce the Grazer. Yeah, this has been a really long league. So if I draw an untapped white source, I'm in really good shape. I haven't seen Pact of Negation in a really, really long time. I was not expecting it at all. It's maybe fine. They have to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we should be fine here. That'll explain why they copied my bounce land. Yeah, this is fine. I declare that this is fine. Yeah, Blood Sun turns off the Amulet effectively, so we can go Blood Sun, hold up Cryptic / Deluge, and then we can ending the other token or whatever. Will let me to play the deck. I was playing some more Stoneblade off stream. I bumped into someone playing Lotus Field with Fury, and it looked really good. And I was like, why did I play Fury in the deck? And I just like put a draft together, immediately trophied again. The next morning, right after, and I've just been really liking it. Joe, thank you for 15 months. Appreciate you. I think I'll take a land. Doesn't really matter that much, probably. Didn't happen on stream. Didn't happen. I did stream the winning match of the second trophy. I just streamed the last match of it, but that one did happen on stream. Tech for profit. Give me a second on that. Let me officially enter garbage time. I think backup Bloodstone's probably good. So you're gonna try to creativity into Hullbreaker Horror. I do agree with your assessment that Hullbreaker Horror is fun. I think that, and I do think that is a good enough reason to try this, is because Hullbreaker Horror is fun. That being said, I think I would probably just play 2 copies. 3 might be better. There are some shells that they combine the like Reanimator package with Can I kill them here? I can bounce the breeding pool. 1, 2, bounce the forest. Number 2. I guess I probably can't kill them. 2, they're packed. Oh, sorry. I thought I clicked on this. Sometimes you click on a card and it acts like it didn't get clicked. We'll be okay. So I would play the 4th Teferi Time Raveler in like every creativity deck ever. The card's really, really strong. I think I would play 4 Prismatic Endings before the first copy of Lightning Bolt, and I would probably play no more than 6 1-mana removal spells, so 4 Ending, 2 Bolts. I would not play Secrets of the Key. I don't like Helix either. I think that the 2-mana removal spells are like not where you want to be. Like your deck's kind of mana inefficient. I know your mana base is painful, but I wouldn't play these. I think you're just playing too much removal in general. I kind of like the first Typhoon. I like the 4th copy of this. I would like to see the first copy of Jace the Mind Sculptor. Kind of surprised my opponent's not conceding. Yeah, but in that deck, I think I'd like to see the first copy of Jace. And I boarded in the Nexus, right? Yep. So we get to plus Teferi, Nexus of Fate. Oh. Furiously kill a Grazer. Only 1 though, because Grazer is really, really tough. Opponent's still not conceding. I'm also ahead 8 minutes on the clock, funny enough. So just do what we did last time. Ultimate into Awakening. Awakening exiled 9 permanents. That's all of their permanents. That's all of their permanents. Okay, so +1 Teferi, -2 Bolt, +1 Ending, -1 Secrets of the Key. I think +2 Jace the Mind Sculptor, -2 Helix. I think it gives you like 1 or 2 slots to work with. You could play 2nd Shark, 4th Force of Negation, 4th Remand, 1st Mana Leak. I think I miscounted. Obviously, XL Grazer first. Okay, that was enough for them. That was enough for them. Alright, I sure hope Chalice is good on the play in this matchup. We'll see, I guess. Oh, good luck, Dark Poet. Oh yeah, I was saying that you had a baby this morning, Esther. I was talking about how Matthew and Hannah are having a baby today, and I was waiting on updates. But I just said a friend is having a baby today, and then I said Esther is that friend. Esther is in the hospital today. I hope that this is Infect, I guess. Could be Spirits, too. Kind of looks like Spirits. Double Fury draw is good against Spirits. Yeah, it could still be Infect, actually. Yeah. But Chalice on 1 is really good. I really want to see Dryad Arbor. Yeah, they get a floodplain, they're banned. Okay. So banned Stoneblade? I'm just gonna wait here. Wait another turn. Chalice on 2 is probably pretty good here. We'll see. Weird game so far. Okay, don't have Cryptic up. I'm just gonna jam Chalice on 2. And they might like Spell Queller this. If they Spell Queller, maybe I'll evoke Fury. I kind of want to hardcast these Furies though. Yeah, I can wait. What's great is that these like the Furies and the Solitudes, they just don't get they don't get quellered. They could have Counterspell though. So I could, if they attack with just the Queller, I could Solitude to like save life here. Seems fine. And then I can cast the Chalice on 0. It's not likely to do much, but better than not being in play, I think. I'm sorry, I do try to mute my mic when I'm eating. I sometimes forget, I apologize. Okay, Pog. Just pass. Weird game, for sure. Alright, let's just wait here. Yeah, every single turn. I think I'm just gonna wait this turn. They're not sacking their Waterlog Grove, which is really weird to me. Alright, I think I'll probably start casting, like, probably go end of turn Solitude. I think they've got more Quellers. I would have to, if I could guess, I think they've got more Quellers. I think I have Solitude in hand. That's probably a good read, yeah. I don't know. They might have like that Endurance. This might be their like second green source for Endurance. But they can still hardcast Solitude. They shocked in the Temple Garden, which is, I feel like, actually really bad news for me. If this doesn't get counterspelled, I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm gonna exile their Hierarch. Coco. Okay, so they might still have Solitude in the deck, I guess. Feels like they're holding up Queller. We just lose the Hivemind Summoners Pact. We have Chalice on 0. What are you talking about? Reflector Mage, Voice of Resurgence. It's pretty good. think I should evoke Fury here. Gets around Queller, lets me double spell. If we hardcast Fury and they have counterspell, the game kind of just ends. And we've got so many cards in our hand, I think this is fine. I'm starting to think that they don't have counterspell in their deck, and if that's the case, then I think we're just doing well, you know. We can also hardcast Solitude on their turn too. I do really think they have a second Queller. Yes, I think I'm gonna go for hardcast Solitude. I feel like if they had counterspell, it would have been cast already, but because yeah, I can exile this block here. There's no way they have Coco and counter in the same deck. You would. I think we don't know what our opponent's list is, right? They're playing a lot of instant speed cards. People love the card counterspell. I don't want to underestimate my opponent. They're definitely playing a lot of instants. Yes, people just be putting cards in their deck, you know, which is like my opponent's definitely playing a put cards in my deck kind of deck. You know what I mean? I mean, the attack is maybe some kind of bluff there, you know. I don't need to bounce the sword. I can just counter draw. Like, yeah, I feel like they can put a counter spell in their deck. It's not the craziest thing ever. I think it's less likely than likely that they have one, but to imply that they just can't have it, I think is wrong. Wait, why couldn't that copy Bird? This has to be in play first, right? I'm trying to remember how that works. Alright, will Spike forget about the Chalice in 1 here? No, Spike will not. As it is, that's right. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I remember it came up in EDH a few times where I was playing a deck that played Omniscience and Rise of the Dark Realms and Phantasmal Image, and there would be like a lot of times where I'd want to be like, yeah, my opponent definitely has another Queller. There was a lot of spots where I was like, I would Rise of the Dark Realms, and there wouldn't be another creature. I remember we had this conversation. It's like, can I copy a creature as it enters together? I don't remember what we ruled or not. Was that before the Golo span? Yeah, I played a ton of EDH when I was like 20, 21. I played EDH like every single day. I loved it. And then Golos got banned, and now I hate EDH. Poor Spell Queller. Spike, why did you put Spell Queller in this deck? I feel like this is a really good Spell Queller deck, Spike. I don't know. You got thought about Spell Queller here? I'm sorry, it's just so bad, chat. It's just so bad. I wish that it was good. I wish that it was good. It's just not. I'm sorry. Take our draw. Can pretty freely Blood Sun first. We can ending on 2 and Cryptic. Okay, they finally sucked the Waterlogged Grove. I think I'm just going to attack with both. Oh no, am I going to run into the 4th Queller if I Cryptic on their turn? I can just Prismatic Ending the sword, I guess. Doesn't mean I don't get to cast one of these 4-mana instants, but I think that that's fine. Then if I go for like upkeep, Cryptic tap, or tap in response, like if I run into a Queller, Which they absolutely can't have another Queller here. I know it's like the third one, but they've been holding up Queller like the whole game. Yeah, they sack it because they can't when Bloodstone comes into play. Yeah, this is fine. We're at a million life thanks to those Solitudes. I kind of like this. If they're going to equip the Batterskull next turn, it's just so mana intensive. And next turn we can flashback Deluge with Cryptic up. I really don't want to get my if you get your spell, if your Deluge spell quellered, when you don't get to get any cards when they flash it back. So they go after the Chalice on one. I guess it does make sense for them to have some 1-drops. Hierarch. See if they have like Giver or something like that. I think they're just on Mana Dorks as their 1-drops. Lucky for us that our Chalice was this good. I feel like it's not usually this good. I'm gonna take the good cards here. Don't know that you guys need that much commentary on just take the good cards. So we're probably gonna win game 1. We'll see what happens in sideboard games. Yeah, this is still game 1. You can see it on the board underneath my face. I think I'll go counter tap. I don't think the Hexdrinker is that scary, but it does feel better than like the average card for me, especially when I have access to so many cards. Okay, Lotus Field, Awakening. Play Lotus Field. I think I'll cast an Awakening here. Get rid of Bloodstone Flagstones. Pog. So 1 here. Let's go 1-3. Modest, thanks for the raid, dude. Hope you're having a good day today, buddy. I should have cast the Deluge first, sorry. We'll be okay, I think. Modest said something in the chat today. Let's go. Thank you, Modest. Finally got Modest to say something. Comes in, raids, says nothing, leaves. Like 3 or 4 times a week. At least Kaheera. Yeah, the Kaheera got pitched to Solitude already. Both of our last 2 trophies were with this deck. We've been killing it with this deck lately. JJ, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate ya. I think I'm gonna actually hold the Awakenings here. I'm not really sure what I want to do with them yet. So I want to ending the bird token, or yeah, the bird, not the bird, the bird token, just the bird. I mean, now we don't really have to think. Okay, up again. This again, JJ, 5 months. Ugh. Might be one of those not sideboarding matchups. These Chalices don't seem that good, though. I could play like 1 Force of Negation, counters Coco, counters Teferi. Maybe 2 other draw seems good. Could play 1 Wear Tear. Could play at the 3rd Force. Could play the 1st Nexus. Hates control. Glad you're liking the stream, despite this deck being a control deck. Yeah, I think I'll bring in the Nexus. Nexus seems okay. Bloodstone. Our deck is built around Bloodstone. We have to play. You have to leave the Bloodstones in. We're playing in Spank Coco. Okay, it seems like chat's on board with the Nexus. Yeah, -1 Deluge. Well, we're not really looking for. I mean, Deluge is bad against Queller, I'll admit, but we're not like. I just want to cut the Chalices. It's not like we have room for, I think, for the Deluge. Okay, I don't love this hand, but it's okay. The big problem is like, I probably have to play this as a land, and then I kind of need this as a red card for Fury too. I do have Force for Teferi, which is nice. It's okay. Well, we can maybe hardcast the Fury. Fury seems like the best card in the matchup at least. All right, let's go. All right, I guess I'll Wildfire my Flagstones here. Gives me the upside to like draw Blood Sun. You go Blood Sun into Lotus Field. How was that first hand on a keep? It was a 6-lander, right? 6-lander on the. I know that it had Lotus Field Flagstones, but it was a 6-lander. Okay, Damping Sphere is definitely good against us. Although we have more of like a classic flag fire draw this game, thankfully. There's the Blooded Sun. Probably gonna just hardcast a 5-drop next turn though. What's his next Blood Moon matchup plan? You have Force of Negation, Wear Tear, Prismatic Ending, the ability to get basics with Cleansing Wildfire. We beat Blood Moon this league. Teague. Okay, so probably going to be a Furious turn, huh? I can't double Blood Sun because the Damping Sphere. Just Fury this turn. Looking good. Yeah, Blood Sun does turn off fetch lands. Okay, another Ice Fang. They drop to 3 cards. It's kind of a bold play to bounce my Fury. I feel like I don't know that they can afford to do that. Maybe they just have to. I don't know. I'm just gonna Teferi. Not going to play the Lotus Field into the Damping Sphere. I guess I could have minused on Damping Sphere and then pitched the Fury. That might have been good. Just gonna hardcast this Fury though. I could hard shock this so to cast Awakening. That's probably worth it. You could have Fury last turn. Yeah, well last turn I could have tucked the Sphere then invoked Fury, right? That might have been better. I think both lines are probably okay. I'll keep that on top. Reflector Mage. That's right. Okay, cool. All right, maybe I'll just Awakening away just the Blood Sun because I feel like we could probably answer the Sphere. I mean, I can answer with the Teferi now if I really wanted to. Probably wait a turn. I think I'm about to get my 3rd trophy in 3 days with Jeskai Lotus Field. And it looks like we're about to be back on top of the leaderboard for the 2nd time this season. Okay, Spellqueller is the best possible for them. But it's not going to be enough. I don't get any cards off the Deluge, but it does go to the graveyard at least. Because you can only look at cards that you spent mana for. Garbage time. Let's go. Trophy 17. We're number 1 on the board. We're 18-2 with Jeskai Lotus Field. We're 18-2 with Jeskai Lotus Field. Blue-red seems like a rough matchup. I mean, you're a Chalice of the Void, Prismatic Ending, Solitude deck. I feel like blue-red's probably fine. Let's freaking go. Number 1 again. probably gonna, I think we're probably gonna go back and forth with tutors a bunch the next few days, right? I doubt this will last even till this probably we'll probably I bet maybe we get a second trophy with this right now or something, but it's gonna be a long race. It's gonna be a long race, but it does feel good to be building a lot of momentum. It feels really good to see my name at the top of the leaderboard here, at least for the time being. Feels good to maybe not have to get a mullet too. Yeah, and now we're also 18-2 now with the Jeskai.